And now I believe my quest is taking me to Antigua, deliver my report to Admiral Alvarez. Apparently I need to at least check in with Alvarez. I hope I don't have to do like a whole bunch of main quests on Antigua. Council of the Captains. I guess I'm his protege. He has a few problems on Antigua, and the existence of the council is at stake. Because the whole thing I was setting out to do is I really just wanted to reunite with my dear sister Patty. But then she's like, oh, you need a ship before I'll join you. And I'm like, well, my sloop isn't big enough. Seems like there's plenty of room on the sloop for 3 people. But to get a ship, I gotta join a faction, and I guess to join a faction, I also have to go to Antigua. But I think before I go to Antigua, it might be nice to buy a silk shirt from Hardwick, wherever he is. That way I can get a little bit more persuasion type skills. I suspect it might come in handy to have a little bit of a bonus there. Oh.
You can calm down. The Shadow Lord is dead.
Shadow Lord? That was the thing that attacked our hut.
That's what I assume.
I can't believe it. Take this. I will return to my hut and catch a few more.
Good. Take care of yourself.
Well, I got 5 fish out of that. Where is Hardwick? Wells.
Aim higher, right at it. Keep your eyes open when casting.
Already wrestled down, so there's Hardwick.
That's what I want to see.
But ain't nobody drinking by themselves.
What do you say?
Again, it would be nice to have gold available for buying skills, but I've got stuff I can sell, and I may get more gold from quests on Antigua. That seems like a +10 bonus might be nice. None of these other things are boosting my, silver, are boosting the silver tongue, but I can get a slight bonus to intimidation if I buy trousers as well, so let's see. Silk shirt. Yep. That actually looks kind of similar to what I remember from Risen 2. That gets me up to 45, and 30 might be a cutoff for some intimidation checks. I think I'm only getting partial bonus from my ring. It might be worth picking up the trousers as well. Just to get a little bit closer to another possible threshold. Studded trousers, and that gets me 45 and 30, which might be usable. Okay, so let's head on back to Antigua, or back to the boat, return to ship. We can set sail for Antigua while I sail around with my goofy looking helmet and my weird accoutrements. I'm gonna put my goofy helmet back on. Set sail for Antigua, home of all pirates of the Southern Seas. rainy day on Antigua. Where... This is not where I expected to land on Antigua. I thought we were going to land over here. At the docks. Okay. Let me do a hard save at this caps lock. Start of Antigua. That way I can revert back here if for any reason I need to undo progress. Grab bones.
Come on.
He doesn't automatically follow you. I was worried that was going to happen. I was just thinking I need to put my adventurer clothes back on because there's probably going to be sand devils, and then one spawned on top of me. That looks like a guardian by that fireplace. That's not Horace or whatever his name was, is it? Yep. Break the guard. What's this guy got to say?
Hey, you.
Ramon.
Be careful. This island is dangerous.
Of course it is. It's the pirates' headquarters. Home to the notorious pirate Admiral Alvarez.
Yeah, but I'm talking really dangerous.
Yeah? What exactly?
Is there a Shadow
Have you
Lord?
seen it? Evil itself roams the island. Hellhounds have overrun the entire town.
Oh, the town. That's why I didn't dock in the port. Would have been nice to show that.
How do you know the harbor town is being attacked?
I've been watching it. It's bad, believe me. Many were killed, and many have fled. The road from here into the town is guarded by some of those terrifying hellhounds. To be honest, I wasn't brave enough to take up the fight against them.
I'm glad I spent 400 gold on persuasion abilities when apparently this place is overrun and it's going to be a big combat fest.
You're no pirate. What are you doing here on Antigua?
I'm a guardian, protector of magic and servant of the High Mages on Tyrannus. I was sent here with the mission of obtaining as many magic crystals as possible.
There's magic crystals here.
Interesting.
Look, I'd really love to stay and chat, but
Yes?
my orders are taking up all my time.
I like the sound of magic crystals. I still have no idea exactly how they'll be used or what quantities I'll be needing, but more magic crystals sounds like a good thing. I don't really want to take him, but let's go.
Come with me. I'll take you there.
But what about the hellhounds?
We'll be ready for them.
Are you sure?
Yeah, now come on.
Bring
Okay.
Raymond
But on your head be it.
to Harbor Town. So many clams on this beach. In fact, how many clams do I have? I got
All right.
21.
That's lucky. That's lucky. That's lucky.
And I still have these pouches to open. I have no idea how many pearls I got out of that. Didn't I have a black pearl at one point? There it is. I'd like for these messages to go away so I can see what I get from these pouches. 4 crystals. 3 crystals. 2. Eh. Alright. There's a hellhound.
That one's mine.
There's 2 hellhounds. Please, someone do something. I'd like my character to do something. Goodness.
Anything better squished?
Better squished.
What in the world are those hellish creatures?
They're called
These
hellhounds.
are harmless. I've seen shadow creatures that are much worse.
May the strength of the earth be with us.
Yeah, wait till you see a Shadow Guardian with their unblockable, really hard to dodge attacks that knock out 90% of your health bar. This is why it was a good idea not to use all of my teleport stones on the other island. Because I could activate this one now with the ones I already have. But then again, this is going to be another situation where the boat... I'm going to guess I clear the town at some point. Oh my god, like... most of the island is... this. I feel like in Risen 2 we were able to come to this eastern coast. I have vague memories of a river flowing all the way across. I may be remembering a different island, but it seems a little suspicious that there's all this here that's just sandy dunes. Either way, I would guess, I would hope, that once this is cleared, I'd be able to dock my ship here, and it would be kind of redundant to have a teleporter here. Oh, audio. Can I get consistent rain sounds? Please?
This is it?
Yeah. The harbor town of Antigua.
What have I got myself into? Well, it's no use. Thank you for your help. Here, take this. I'll try and sell my wares here. If you need anything else, you'll find me at the
There's
marketplace.
still
The
hellhounds.
wonderful town of Antigua, where
I-
virgins are traded and pirates' livers
What
are
is
pickled
happening?
in rum.
I thought the island was called Antigua.
The town is too.
This guy
This
is gonna walk
Antigua,
right in
on
there.
Antigua.
And then he's gonna get all the glory for killing that, so I'm gonna reload that save. We're gonna backtrack, tell Ramon to wait. And I'm gonna go crazy with this rain sound cutting in and out. Bones and I are gonna fight all of the hellhounds for the glory.
I'm going to make a hat.
I was really hoping that reloading the quick save would fix that. No, Ramon. Oh, well, I guess he's in the party still, right? Oh my frickin' hell.
the shadows.
It's 2 hits in a row where I'm sitting there patiently waiting with my guard up to be able to attack, waiting for an opportunity to attack, and then I lower the guard, immediately left click, and then immediately get attacked and interrupted. And that's part of why the combat in this game is just so frustrating. It's just the general feeling of stuff like that.
That'll be the end of that creature.
This is it?
Yeah. The harbor town of Antigua.
What have I got myself into? Well, it's no use. Thank you for your help. Here, take this. And sell my wares here. If you need anything else, you'll find me at the marketplace.
The wonderful town of Antigua, where virgins are traded and pirates' livers are pickled in rum.
I thought the island was called Antigua.
The town is too. This is Antigua on Antigua. Don't ask.
Oh my god. This rain driving me up the wall. I can't take it. Like, I can feel my blood pressure rising with an aggravation.
Why are you looking for magic crystals on Antigua of all places?
They don't occur naturally here. That's true. However, they are rare crystals. The perfect treasure for pirates. The mages asked me to search near the pirates and find 3 specific crystals on Antigua.
Oh, it's that kind of deal.
What's so interesting about these crystals?
They are the source of our power. We need the crystals to work our magic.
Why 3 crystals?
Antigua is a small island. If there are any magic crystals here at all, it'll only be a handful of them. Finding just 3 of them would be an achievement.
But you want exactly 3. Why 3 specifically?
So you're only here because of the crystals?
And to trade, of course. Even if pirates aren't the best business partners.
I guess you know what you're doing.
I should hope so.
How many pirates are even still alive here? It kind of seems like everyone might be dead.
What is it that you trade in?
A bit of this, a bit of that.
Oh, come on, spare me. Just show me what you've got.
Of course.
Lockpicking plus 10. Pickpocketing plus 10. That's pretty expensive though at 1,000. So spell scrolls, recipe for a defense potion. Is this permanent? God, the scroll wheel. Seems to be just a generic defensive stat boosting potion that lasts for however long. 30 seconds. Probably not worth the hassle. But then he does have thief potions. The rogue's ring looks kind of tempting. Even though I'm still intending to get the rust spell. Until I can get that, maybe that'll help.
Who else is here, apart from you and the pirates?
I think I saw a demon hunter. That's what I said. He was also headed to the town. I checked the local tavern. You might find him there.
And now just more dialogue is getting cut off? What is happening with my audio?
Where do you want to search for the magic crystals?
I have no idea. But I bet the pirates know something about them.
Right. I reckon I'm gonna have to help you with your search for crystals.
Why? Don't you think I can handle it?
Honestly, Or do you want me to be polite?
What's that supposed to mean?
You're a complete tit, and you won't even last 2 days here.
How dare you speak to me like that? I'm a pilgrim sent by the High Mages.
Alright, hang on. Just so I understand. You're an outsider here on Antigua, right?
Yes.
Have I got this right? A total stranger trying to steal treasure from the nastiest bastards on the southern seas, and on their own island? What the fuck?
Yes, but...
Do us both a favor, and forget your plan. It's shit.
But how am I supposed to...
You'd better let me do it, or you won't leave this island alive, my friend.
Alright then, if you say so.
Can you teach me something?
What would you like to know?
Okay, just general rogue type abilities there. That looks like Alvarez. There's a very suspicious, monstrous noise coming from inside the warehouse that I feel compelled to silence. What in the world is going on here?
I'm going to make a hat out of...
Bones is down for the count. Please target the one that is weakened. Why is Bones down for the count? Why am I down? Why is the audio cutting in and out even on the sound effects and music? Still raining outside. It'd be nice if there were a barrel of water somewhere that I could drink from. What's this guy's story? I don't know how that worked.
Thanks. I thought I'd have to rot here forever. How did you manage to free me?
No idea. My encounter with the Shadow Lord at Crab Coast could have something to do with it.
A Shadow Lord? There's something that's even worse than those minions.
Wouldn't you like to know?
Okay. I don't really want to know all the details.
Tell me more about you.
Well, when I'm not a captive, I'm in charge of the warehouse. I've only had the post for a short while. No idea what happened to my predecessor. Right. So if you need anything, I'm your man.
Always good to know there's a merchant nearby.
I have vague memories of this guy having a lot of treasure chests, buried treasure quests. Silver tongue 50. I believe I can only get to 45. Whoops. Equipment. So that earring I picked up was for lock picking. And this one was for daggers. A character 45. I could dump point in there, I guess. Call it good.
Where did you hide the good stuff?
I think I might know what you're talking about. When I took ownership of this place, there was a small box sitting in a dusty corner. I never got round to opening it. As far as I'm concerned, it's yours. Enjoy.
Got a small box.
That's lucky.
What's inside?
Right then.
Crystal torch, parrot flight, rune skin, 20 gold. Nothing really all that worthwhile. If I had that 1,000 gold ring, I could pick his pocket.
Camp overseer. That sounds boring.
I used to work as a swineherd. You stink like shit and the whores won't take you upstairs.
Managing crates is the better option.
Exactly.
Why were you detained here?
How should I know? It's not like I could ask. I was simply overpowered by minions, and before I knew it, I was captured. Still, they kept me alive. But what about my goods?
Ever heard of magic crystals?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. But I have a little problem that needs sorting out. And as long as it remains, I won't have anything for you.
Your hellhounds in the warehouse are history.
Good news. Right. I've got something for you. On the top floor of the warehouse, there's a battered old chest. There are some crystals in it. Some old bloke, I've forgotten his name, claimed they were magic. Ha.
I see.
It's probably rubbish, but they're beautiful crystals. Take them. You can probably make better use of them than me.
All right then. Thanks. Do you have anything else for me to do?
Now that you're asking, my brother Quinn owns a sword fragment that I'd like to have. Bring it to me and your pockets will be filled with gold.
Where is he?
That is a good question. That scumbag is far away from here. Went on about an island with natives. Keeler. Yes, that's it, Keeler.
Good. I'll keep my eyes peeled. I'll get you the sword fragment.
Good. A person like you will go far.
You don't say. Show me your goods.
No problem.
I think a shotgun in this case is a primary weapon that you aim with the right click and shoot with the left, versus the pistols, which are dirty tricks that are close range, auto attack, auto target thing where you press E. Green bandana, old tricorn. Nothing of value. Now I'm starting to think I was thinking of the buried treasure quest. I might be confusing this guy with the warehouse manager from Risen 2, who may be a different character altogether. How do I get up to the second floor though? Do I just gotta use a parrot spell? There's a way to get up onto the rooftop, maybe? Jump through a window? See, this is where you should be able to climb onto this ledge and jump into the thing, but no. My guy can jump 7 feet straight up in the air, but he can't jump on top of that one. Try the ambient audio. Alright, so what is a glass sword? Melee +5.
I'm not moving a muscle. I'm not moving a muscle.
Bones is really hoofing it out there. Crap stabber. Still no barrels of water. This might be one right here. Speak of the devil.
I'm going to crush a few skulls now. Ah. Yeah. That beast is never going to get up again.
Oh, rotten mushroom. That's different. Also wish the animation for drinking in this water barrel were a little faster. When you run up to it, you gotta click on it, and then you gotta wait like a solid second for like him to focus on it in the camera center and him to slowly walk up to it before even starting to drink from it. Like, can you just start drinking from it right away, please? Little Timmy. What is happening here? Is this somebody who got transfigured into a duck, or is this duck's name Little Timmy? Or is it an Easter egg? I will leave Little Timmy alone for now. He may meet his demise at the end of my axe before long, but... Who dis? Emma? Looks like she's got a decent sword. Can I take her weapon? Oh, she's alive.
What happened?
You were unconscious.
The dogs, these ghastly dogs. You must...
Dead dogs don't bite.
You mean?
They've passed away.
Oh, thank you. I'd be dead now without your help.
I thought you were dead.
Here. Take this as a token of my gratitude. You look like you could use something like that.
Thank you for the rum. My silver tongue is not at 60.
I'm really not that good. Tell me, what happened to you?
When I noticed the creatures attacking the town, I tried to hide here at the eastern beach. But there was no way back out. I was trapped.
Can't you swim?
No, not very well. I would have drowned. I've accepted my fate. Even now, I feel death approaching me. I don't have much time left.
I think I only get up to 50 with my silk shirt on. And we need to dump 3,500 into it to get up to 60. I'll do a little bit of an exploit and whoops. I'll pump my stats up and see if the reward that I get is worth it. I think at some point I'm going to want to have my influence up reasonably high anyway. It might be worth it to just keep it here, but still.
Don't you have some good advice for me?
Well, I think you're more interested in practical things rather than advice. Here. This amulet was always a loyal companion to me when times were hard. Maybe it's time it got a new owner.
Jade pendant. That sounds suspiciously like it's gonna boost astral vision. Astral vision. Oh. I mean, I was so excited for an amulet. I was like, hell yeah. But it's mostly worthless in terms of what it actually does. Alchemy might be nice, but I'm not brewing potions right now. Astral vision has no use right now. May not have much use later in the game, and I don't intend to learn voodoo magic, so no thank you. And also, is this... In Prison 2, there was a occult shop, I think, in that building right there where my horned helmet is. And there was like there was a woman who ran the shop and had prophetic visions. Is this supposed to be the same character? I forget. The other woman, I want to say, looked quite a bit different and also had face paint on. She might have even had white hair, if I'm remembering right.
How can I help you?
I fear it's too late for me.
You're still alive.
But for how much longer? Maybe there's a remedy. I know an old recipe of the Shaganumbi tribe. I don't know if it'll work, but we can try. I have some of the ingredients. The only things I'm missing are moldy bones and rotten mushrooms.
You know natives of the Shaganumbi?
Yes. I obtain most of my goods from them. Do skills of their witches always fascinate me?
Me too! And look what I've become! Ha!
I don't quite understand.
All right! The spirit wants to be silent, but the mouth is weak.
Rotten mushrooms? You call that an ingredient?
Potions are supposed to work, not taste nice.
Right. Where can I find these delicacies?
Look on the beach, near where the hellhounds attacked me. And rotten mushrooms should do the trick.
Why? Why?
You need moldy bones. You want me to dig up the cemetery?
No, the Shadow Minions already did that for you.
Right.
Go to the cemetery west of the captain's house. Bones and bring them to me.
A swig of rum is good for you too.
I'd rather trust my own methods.
I'll get the ingredients for you.
Good. I'll go back to my house. You can find me there.
Alright, I am going to pause the recording, and I'm going to Google to see if I can figure out if this audio clipping out issue is something other people have experienced, or if it's just me. Alright, well, for once, when I Google something about Risen 3, the top results are actually helpful. And it seems like there was an any setting in the configuration for... I didn't pay enough attention to what all the surrounding text was, but it might have been something about audio channels. Some rate was set to 128, and I had to edit it up higher to 512. And that was supposed to fix the audio cutting out. So far, it is seeming to do the trick. Hopefully, I won't run into any more issues with this. Yes, this is the same character. She has just been completely redesigned, like Patty was.
I don't know anything about voodoo. I'm not an alchemist.
Yeah. She got very upset
Out of here!
when
Yeah.
I went into her
Get
bedroom.
lost.
Maybe I
Leave
should.
my things alone.
Maybe I should have left you for dead on the beach, lady. Saved your life. The least you can do is let me plunder all of your belongings. Ooh, run, 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 run.
Let's see. The tuning fork produced a very special sound for them. A tone that accompanied their song and lulled them into a trance. One night, a thief stole the tuning fork and fled to Calador. I see.
Out of here! Yeah. Get lost.
Grace, the charlatan, fancy lass? Can't remember. I think there was a blacksmith named Wilson, and then there was a lady named Grace, who was basically a prostitute, but was masquerading as a fancy, like, noblewoman.
I'm not a smith.
Had a good bit of dialogue exchange between her and the main character. They were sort of bantering about sort of hidden identities and people not really being what they seem to be or whatever. Some pretty good writing and decent voice acting for that, so this might be the same character if I'm remembering right. But, ooh, I don't want to come in the tavern yet. I'll talk to Grace.
Stop right there, you fiend!
Hold it. I'm not gonna hurt you.
Ah, I knew it. You're one of those horrible minions. Why are you loitering? Yes, I do indeed run this forge, and no, I do not provide any other services. Not even when times are tough.
When did you become a smith?
What the fuck are you talking about?
All you men think alike. Nobody believes I can run the forge on my own.
And? Are they right?
Since that good-for-nothing Wilson abandoned me, everything has ground to a halt. Our port is being overrun and nobody's coming to our aid. And now I have to look after this apprentice, Pansel. It's just too much for me.
Okay, I get there was the quest where you get Wilson and Grace together that I guess turned into more of a long-term partnership, and maybe he taught her the business and she took over.
Why did Wilson leave?
That's something I'd like to know. How could he prioritize something over me? Piss off. Go to Calidor and join the Demon Hunters.
Is she talking to me, or... He joined the Demon Hunters from the sound of this one.
What does he want with the Demon Hunters?
Who knows? Forging cannons or one of those things men do. He'd better not be involved with some trollop. Hey!
That's ironic.
You're a seaman, aren't you? Could you give my husband a message? It's so hard to find a suitable messenger for such personal messages these days. I'd really like to know how my Wilson is doing.
About Wilson. So, where on Calidor is Wilson?
I think you'd be best advised to look for him at a forge. He could be there.
I'd never have guessed. What do I get if I deliver your message?
How about a little kiss?
I'd rather not.
You don't know what you're missing. Just 200 gold, then.
Give me the message. I'll take it to Wilson.
But don't crumple it up.
Oh, and I won't eat it either. Now give it to me.
Here it is. Have a good trip.
Message for Wilson.
Got anything to sell?
Yes, but only when Pansel is back in the forge. And he can't get back while those damn creatures are around.
Killed most of them. Are there still more to kill?
Other women have their husbands. And what do I have? Pansel.
Hey, you.
Oh, don't frighten me like that.
And who might you be?
I'm Pansel.
So I noticed. What are you doing here?
I should actually be at the forge.
Are you a smith?
Not quite. I'm just the apprentice. But my master is away travelling, and I'm still learning.
Why aren't you down by the forge?
I'm not crazy. There are these disgusting creatures down there.
Where, your family?
No. I'm talking about these shadow creatures. They killed Donovan the gunsmith. I'm not moving an inch until they're gone.
Back to the forge. The creatures are dead.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Never mind. Take my best work. You earned it.
I'll eat my hat if that thing's any good.
"30 intimidation, huh? I have that. 5 to 10. Probably the worst piece of metal ever forged. I mean, I was about to say it looks nice, but then you look at the actual blade and I can't zoom in, but you see this nicked edge here, and that's like not polished well. I mean, the hilt and everything up there is not bad.
Your reward must be some sort of joke.
What? Why?
That thing is just as useless as you are.
I'll tell Grace.
You'd better tell me what I want to hear, or else.
All right. All right. Take this gold. I wanted to use it to buy some milk. But I guess I can do without for a bit.
Milk.
Can you teach me how to be a smith?
I can show you how to forge blades, but they might snap after a hefty whack.
Right.
Or nails. Would you like to know how to forge a nail?
No. Blacksmithing is hard, is it?
Too right. I'm standing in for Uncle Wilson. He's a real master blacksmith. But when he gets back from Calador, the monsters won't dare come here. I'm practicing my metalwork while he's away. Haven't made much progress, though.
Why am I not surprised? Now that those creatures are gone, are you gonna get back to work?
You should see Grace about that. I'm not that good at adding up.
Tell me, what are you good at, exactly?
You're really mean.
I do not seem to be automatically aware that I am in their quarters. Oh, this is a thing. Grace's diary. A well-thumbed diary. Dear diary, today I told a stranger the story of my father Bongard, the free trader. Yeah. The only Bongard of the Thorn Coast I ever heard. Something cheated at dice. I wonder why I did that. I feel lonely here. Back in the days I had my customers, but now that lousy apprentice of my man is utterly useless. Perhaps I should go back to my old job. At least I made money at it. It's a nice little bit of sort of lore continuity from the first. I keep wanting to. Risen 2 is not the first game, but because it was so different from Risen 1, it kind of feels like this is Risen 2, and that one was Risen 1, and Risen 1 is really just a different thing altogether.
Panzel is working again.
Glad to hear it. You can take a look at my wares now, if you like.
Show me your goods.
Show me your goods.
Still nothing is as good as this battle axe that I found on,
Yeah. Go ahead.
Uranus. Well, stepping up here just completely cut out the rain noise. That's weird. Pirate's shotgun. Is that a primary weapon? It is. 4 to 45, not bad. I have no ammo for it, but it does appear to be something I can pre-aim and shoot if I just had lead shot, I guess.
You'd better behave while you're here.
What are you doing up here? Well, they said that Donovan was a gunsmith, but I thought there was a guy named Henri. Was that guy the gunsmith, or was he just a sharpshooter? I seem to recall there was a quest for between Wilson and Henri, like Wilson made a quality pistol or something that Henri didn't pay for, or he lost a bet or something, and for some reason you had to get Henri's gun back for Wilson as some sort of compensation for something. Elegant Epee. A host of stuff. That's probably not a weapon. It is. But again, damage range is far less than my battle axe. Alright, maybe the time has come to talk to Alvarez and get an overview of the situation here.
At last! Where the bloody hell have you been? I've been waiting for days.
I guess it's been days.
Be glad that I came.
Cut the crap. Where were you?
I was hunting for treasure on the Crab Coast.
What took you so long?
Fuck all, really. I just died.
What?
Well, I was dead.
I hope you can elaborate. Let's discuss this. Come, tell me exactly what happened. A rock cave?
Oh, hello.
Not rock. It comes from the depths of the earth, driven by the power of the underworld.
At the end of the cave was a portal of crystal.
The shadow creatures use these portals to get across to the other side. They receive their orders from the lords of the underworld through the portals.
The Hellhounds.
Not just them. Creatures that are much worse come through the portals.
Unfortunately, that's not the only problem we have. Not a single ship has come into port in weeks. It's as if we've been cut off from the world.
Alright, so Alvarez sent Bones to look for me. He says it's been days. But the title, the cutscene said 3 weeks I'd been dead before Bones got there. Before Bones resurrected me. And he just now sounded like he didn't realize I was dead. So, is that just extreme coincidence that he sent Bones, who's like a shaman? No, I guess he probably doesn't consider himself a shaman. A shaman. But Bones, who has some sort of control of death and who's some mystical power to resurrect me? The timing of events doesn't make sense here, and that seems like a ridiculous coincidence there.
We saw a fleet of ghost ships on our way here.
Ghost ships?
It's Crow. Back from the underworld.
I feared as much. The ancient curse is catching up with us.
It's not a curse, it's an attack.
Who has such power? You need to find out before we are done for.
I need provisions and equipment.
You know what's going on out there. Take care of those hellhounds before they kill us all.
Wonderful. Hellhounds, just what I like.
Look for survivors. They should help you find them. Those hounds have made themselves comfortable almost everywhere.
What are the casualties?
So far, I've only seen the corpse of Donovan the gunsmith in the square. I've no idea who lives. Get down there and help before there are more deaths.
Where should I look for the hellhounds?
Emma's fighting them on the beach in the east. Check Flynn's warehouse and Blood Oath Square, where Zack is patrolling. Look in the marketplace and visit Grace at the forge. I also saw some of them on my way in from the western beach.
Blood Oath Square.
I have killed several of the hellhounds already.
Where, exactly?
2 on the beach to the east.
Well done.
Those that killed Donovan are dealt with.
He was the best gunsmith I ever knew.
I found several on the way here from the western beach.
And? Are they dead?
Of course.
Good work.
The warehouse has been dealt with.
The warehouse? As well. That could have been bad. Good work.
You had one of those magic crystals once.
Ah, what kind of hocus pocus are you talking about?
Oh, come on. You know exactly what I'm talking about. I saw you with one of those crystals.
Nothing gets past you, does it?
You're not a mage, so what do you want with it?
Everything's going to shit here and you're gathering crystals.
Come on, give it to me.
I hope it's a good cause.
Of course, I'll take great care of it.
Fine. Here, take it before I change my mind. We'll talk later.
The Great
doing there?
Murray. Is this sealed? I mean, the image has a wax seal on it. What? Tale of a pirate captain. Once there was a great pirate captain. He didn't loot or kill because he had to, but rather because he loved it. Sometimes just because he was bored. Pirates called him the Great Murray. The Inquisition called him a bloodthirsty butcher. He had many names and many a legend is told of him, but there is none that is often repeated. Tale of Murray's treasure. Some say it is with him at the bottom of the sea. Others claim he made a pact with the ghost. We could take his treasure with him to the underworld. One thing is certain, his treasure is forever out of mortal reach. Dearest Wilson, do you remember our last summer together? Your lips brushed against mine, the wind was in my hair, and you held me in your strong arms. Now you are gone, and I know not when you will return. Please come back to me as soon as you can. No indication that I broke a seal or anything like that, so I'll just go with it. Pirate.
Antigua is going down the fucking drain.
You're going to get into trouble sooner or later.
That's lucky.
Pirate's Creed. Rule number 1, a captain's word is law. Number 2, finders keepers. 3, never shy away from a good fight. 4, the end justifies the means. 5, deal's a deal. 6, don't start a war in your own harbor. 7, both parties have to agree to a duel in their own harbor. 8, whoever breaks the creed must suffer death or dishonor. I have memories of being like quizzed on these at some point, but I don't remember if that was Risen 2 or something from Risen 3.
Alvarez's humble abode. I thought they chopped the old pirate's head off long ago.
Seems to be in the clear. 80. A finger bone. Dexterity +5. Why, that sounds good for boosting some of my stats.
His mountain of debt drove him from Antigua. On his last night, he told everyone that he had found a gilded orb and was planning to head to Tyrannus. When he came back, he had an enormous sack full of gold.
Gilded orb. Clearly didn't see that while I was exploring part of Tyrannus. So where on Tyrannus do they say this is? Oh, it's the merchant. Aguila had it. Okay, so I did see it. But to be fair, there's still a lot of areas I haven't explored, like this southern swamp area, this little island. If these caves can be entered from the water, haven't been in there, haven't been anywhere up here, haven't been up here or here, so a lot of areas on Antigua, or not Antigua, but Tyrannus that I did not explore. How do I... Can I want to uncheck that one? Delete marker. One 1,000, two 1,000. It takes roughly 2 seconds before he actually gets there to dunk his hand in the water to scoop up a bit of water. Moldy bones are supposed to be near the cemetery.
This is supposed to be a graveyard? I've seen graveyards that were 4 times this size. There were at least 4 people for every gravestone. This graveyard is just wasting space.
Now, Murray has treasure. Can I dig it up? And dig up his corpse. Timo the Great. Corbin, Bobbin, Gibson, Nasir. There's a character in Arkalos called Timo. A stone axe. Sir Van Hoff, Copper Periander, Scarlet, O'Connell, Wally. Scarlet is a name that I feel I should recognize. What is a stone axe? It's still not as good as my battle axe. Although I should point out I do have enough components now to make this into a hatchet, which would increase the damage by 5 and give me a boost to slashing weapons. I would have to learn blacksmithing. What does blacksmithing need? What attribute is it under? Dexterity? Oh. Whoops. Melee? Blacksmith. I don't need any attributes, but I do need to spend a whopping 2,000 gold. Probably not worth it for the cost of 2,000 gold. Oh, camera. Oh, physics. Well, this is Blood Oath Square.
I get to use my...
Ow. Ow. Did I hit the right button? I did, okay.
I'm going to make a hat out of your skin.
Whoa.
I'm going to make a hat of your skin. Good. Blood Oath Square. A sacrificial altar in the meadow. The shadows are ravaging the lands, and we're bashing each other's heads over stolen potatoes?
Gotta have your priorities.
Looks like it.
Butch. Got a crystal ring. Gonna boost my oh. I'm in the wrong slot. It's gonna boost my crystal magic. Be nice once I learn crystal magic. Well, nothing that looks immediately climbable or like an intended area to explore.
Oi, watch where you're treading.
Why should I?
Why do you think? It's dangerous here.
I'll tread where I please.
Go ahead, if you want to end up as dog food. The bird at the harbor, Scarlet, got it too. And Donovan's not come down from his room in a while either. There was nothing we could do.
Thank you, Diego.
Bad conscience because of Scarlet.
Yeah.
And why?
Was responsible for her.
You have to worm every word out of his nose.
I think Scarlet was... She might have been another prostitute on the docks who you could talk to when you first land, or she might have been up on the second floor of the tavern, either as a prostitute there or like the... What is the term for the head of a brothel who kind of... I can't think of the term. It's like mistress or something. Trying to remember terminology and Risen 2. I'm kind of drawing a blank on both of them.
Are you waiting here for something?
Aye.
And what would that be?
The right moment.
Madam might be the term? I don't know.
To do what?
To knock some creatures flat.
Where exactly?
Over there.
There? Where? Their wolf. Their castle.
How many creatures are there?
You are really beginning to get on my nerves.
Get to the point.
Only if you finally shut up. There are a few beasts in Blood Oath Square. They need a kicking.
Ah, you're too slow on that.
The beasts in Blood Oath Square have had it.
About time. Good. Here for your effort.
Bill. Bill might have been a fisherman. Oh, I got a crystal. Do I have 2 of the 3 crystals? I have 3 crystals. There's supposed to be one on Antigua. Or, sorry, in the warehouse.
If your finger isn't long enough, use a small, fine pair of tongs. It will let you reach the object of your desire more easily. Only skilled blacksmiths can make them. I knew one on Tyrannus. Gordon, he was called. I'll remember that.
Is that a legendary item? Kinda sounds like just a tool. I guess so. I have not stepped into the tavern yet. Although, I do have bones and the mushrooms for Emma.
And the remedy? I have the ingredients you wanted.
Thank you. I'll begin right away.
Hellswill. Hellswill?
I believe the potion is working. It will take a while until I'm fully recovered. Take this as a reward. Feel free to browse my wares.
Potion of Persuasion.
Can you teach me something?
Sure. What do you want to know?
Not yet.
What have you got?
See for yourself.
Creole earring. Alright. Pirate pendant. Very nice. At least for intimidation. Skull amulet. Shotguns. Intimidate. Alchemy. Iron ring. Intimidate. Skull ring. Slashing weapons. Yes. Intimidate. Okay. Assorted potions here. Thief's potion, jade ear paw. So she's got some animal parts that I can buy if for any reason I don't have my own, but I've been getting all of the the hunting skills, so I should be able to. Oh, monkey skulls. I have to murder little monkeys for these. Oh, that's like the one innocent animal I've been avoiding killing because monkeys are cool. I forgot about murdering monkeys. Scroll wheel. Potion of will, potion of dexterity. This is a permanent boost, so with a thief potion and thief herb, I can do that. I'll keep that in mind for later. And she's got all these other voodoo dolls. Alright, I'm sorry, monkeys. It feels especially wrong to kill little poor monkeys because you can train a pet monkey that you carry around in your pocket. And so it feels kind of wrong to be a friend of the monkey, have a monkey friend while ruthlessly murdering other monkeys. Rip their skulls from their bodies.
We're not gonna survive this. We're not.
That's pitiful.
Just cleaning up the mess. Chill out. Anything behind the bar I can steal. Beginner's Guide to Running a Tavern.
I saw you, villain.
What about your pistol? You care if I steal your pistol?
Now that's not on.
That's pretty high level. Beginner's Guide to Running a Tavern. Spencer's Tavern Log. Know your customers like the back of your hand. A good beer consists of 1 quart grog, 3 quarts of beer. Makes the patrons buy more. Grog. Wouldn't this be... This is ironic. 3 quarts beer, 1 quart... There we go. I'm like, well, shouldn't you be watering down beer to get more longevity out of the beer you buy, or the beer you supply? If you're lazy, the non-payers wash the dishes. Patrons without gold. Those are fairly standard operating procedures, except tricky business with grog and water.
Well, bad times, aren't they?
No more than usual. I'm slowly getting used to it.
You sound grim. Sounds like something is weighing on your mind.
I'm not well at the moment.
No hard feelings. That's true for many of us.
What's the situation on the west coast of Antigua?
It's overrun by the shadows. I'm glad I was in town when it all kicked off. The earth shook, and there were deafening sounds. It was fucking terrible.
Have you got any wise advice for me?
There are outsiders on Antigua. Demon hunters and followers of magic. Maybe you should listen to what they have to say. I think they might be useful to us.
That's probably true.
Edward. Flynn has a sword.
Unbelievable.
Fragments. Do I need to get for Quinn, or... Oh. Flynn wants the sword fragment from his brother Quinn, who is somewhere.
What do you think of this part of the world?
A bunch of outlaws fighting the spawn of hell. Comfy. Maybe eventually I'll feel at home here.
Weren't you one once?
I'm finished with all that. Pirates are dazzled by the glitter of gold. But they'll still realize that owning gold has no value in the underworld. Hunting for treasure is just a useless pastime until the inevitable end draws near.
You really know how to spoil things, don't you?
Why, thank you.
And how about you? Let me guess. You lost your family in the war, you just happened to land in this mess, and none of it's your fault.
What did he say?
He thinks we're a bunch of vagabonds.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Of course, you almost starved to death. Just a few coins, that's all you need. Isn't that right?
Yeah, seems like a wealthy prick. Can always use more gold.
I can always use more gold.
Unfortunately,
plus
I
one.
have to disappoint you. I was robbed of all my possessions 3 days ago.
Big words.
So bugger off.
Fuck her off.
A little pissed off, are we?
Allow me to rephrase. I'd like to drink my beer in peace and have no intention of speaking to random vagrants. Got it?
Vagrants?
What else would you be?
Don't get worked up.
What could you have possibly done that would be of any interest to me?
I slayed the Shadow Lord on Tyrannus.
I don't have to prove anything to you.
That really sets you apart from the other windbags around here. Oh, all right. If it'll get you off my back, what do you want?
I guess you're not one of the local pirates.
How dare you? Do I look local?
So why are you here?
I, got lost.
Right.
Actually, I was following my destiny. I can't describe it any better. Destiny called me to this forsaken island, and I obeyed.
Oh, come on. You don't look like you believe that kind of stuff. Destiny, in my experience, is something you make happen.
All right, you've roused my curiosity. So who are you?
I am someone who stands up against the underworld.
Well, if you are who you say you are, you might just be the man I'm looking for.
If you treat everyone this friendly, I'm not surprised you haven't found anyone yet. So what do you want?
I fear the Hellhounds are merely the harbingers of a far greater threat. I've heard the demon warriors are approaching from the north. I want to see them and find out if they are as demonic as the rumors suggest. Do you feel up to the task?
Not right now.
Where to?
We'll start at the edge of town. We'll discuss what to do when we get there.
We'll discuss this later.
Hey, you old swashbuckler.
Wow, fancy seeing you again. The place is going to rat shit and you're still gallivanting around. By the way, Alvarez wants to talk to you.
Yeah, I already spoke to him. Why don't you tell me what's been going on in the tavern instead?
You know, a few loitering louts here, a few drunken pigs there. Same old, same old.
Oh yeah?
Of course it fucking isn't. Take a look outside, you dimwit.
That almost sounds comforting.
I don't think my intimidation is at 40. I get it to 40 with the equipment I have. My pants will get me 5. This is... I don't have... My ring is already giving me 5. No, I can't get there without buying... Without buying a, somebody had a ring or something that gave me a bonus. Was it Emma? I'm getting a lot of money. The 800.
What have you...
See.
They're all pretty expensive. Creole earring is plus 5. For only 200. That's an acceptable cost. And I can put the silver tongue earring, sub that out for the intimidation earring. And now with my trousers and my earring, I can intimidate Spencer.
How long has it been since your last bar fight?
Hey, keep your fist down. Don't even think about it. Drunken idiots aside, we need to stick together in times like these. Here, it's on the house. Better a red nose than a black eye, I always say.
Painkiller, that might be my first one of those. I want to say that's really fast regen. Oh, it's a defensive buff. Okay.
You don't have any magic crystals by any chance?
Magic? Nah, but you could check the warehouse or ask Alvarez.
Thanks. You got something to drink for me?
Sure. You know how it works. If you pay, you get whatever you want.
Let's see what you've got.
So what'll it be?
Recipe for cheap liquor, and a bunch of stuff I don't really care about.
Can you teach me something?
We'll see.
Haggler. Oh, this is probably a good thing to have gotten early. Trader is giving you a 5% discount per level. I think you can level this up several times to get maybe a 15% discount. What the hell category would it be under? Haggler is 3, so could bump my cunning up and get a 5% discount. This only applies to traders, though. I don't think that applies to skill trainers.
What's new?
Hey, this is Antigua. There's always something new. What do you want to know?
What's the situation like inland?
Word has it that it's bad. There are rumors of strange black earth that keeps spreading. I don't know if it's true, but I ain't been there since the shadows arrived.
How did you fare when the minions attacked?
I was lucky. The tavern provides good protection. It won't hold forever, but we'll give them a run for their gold. But the others weren't so lucky. I haven't heard from Flynn, but hopefully he's safe in the warehouse. And as for Emmer, the Eastern Shore was the first to be overrun. I'd go check up on her, but it's too dangerous.
Flynn's doing fine.
Glad to hear that. Guess he avoided the creatures.
Unfortunately not. Running away was no longer an option for him.
What? They didn't eat his legs, did they?
No, he still got them. He was trapped in some kind of magical barrier.
You worried me.
Emma is alive.
That's incredible. I didn't think she'd make it.
She nearly didn't. They got to her, but she's almost her old self again, thanks to her voodoo art.
I'm glad to hear he's okay.
He's? That should have been a she. No new dialogue from him. Let me see if I can at least trigger a quest before we set out.
Rough up some demons in the hinterlands. I'm with you. What do you say?
Oh, all right. Better than rotting here in this hole in the ground.
I don't know about you, but I'm not squeamish.
I'll be right behind you.
That's what I'm worried about.
There we go. So now I at least have the log as a reminder, and I can come back when I'm ready. So... forgot about the back door to the warehouse. This would be much better than using a parrot scroll and trying to fly in. Much better.
Last time I was here, the warehouse was still in one piece.
Could be because of the hellhounds.
That's no reason to burn down your warehouse, idiot.
There's a crystal. Stone fist.
I have killed several of the hellhounds already.
Where, exactly?
Blood Oath Square's clear.
Good. Those bastards bothered me the most.
That's it. The hellhounds are finished.
Very good, my boy. And here I was thinking that this was the end of the town.
Yeah. Would have been a pity.
Precisely, and that's why we have to rebuild it.
Sounds like you've got a plan.
I have, but we need help. We need fresh blood. We're definitely not the only community that's fighting for survival. We have to convince the others out there to forge an alliance with us.
Meanwhile...
You will not escape your fate, so enjoy your existence while you can. Soon your soul will belong to me.
How about some equipment?
This is all I can give you.
That's all.
What did you expect? We have fallen on hard times.
Come on.
All right. Here's something else. But if you want more, you'll have to do more than slay a few hellhounds, all right?
Sure.
So what the hell was with the random cutaway to Necroloth standing somewhere in the astral plane, I assume talking about my soul? Why are we showing that to the player? Hasn't everything up until this point been from the character's perspective? Why was it stuck right in the middle of this conversation? That was extremely bizarre. Seems like it was supposed to be setting up like the intrigue of the plot. Oh, there's some guy called Necroloth who wants my soul. But it's really... it's anti-compelling by how lazy and effortless and ineffective it was.
An alliance with Antigua, the pirates' headquarters.
Why not? Weren't we the ones who saved the world from certain destruction by the Titans? Weren't we the ones who still sailed the seas until the great battle against Mara?
We? What the fuck do you mean by we?
Fine, true. The other guilds weren't quiescent either. Which is why it's so important that we cooperate with them.
That sounds like a challenge.
It is. The hardest thing will be to stay calm for the time being. We mustn't exhaust ourselves during the first skirmishes against Crow and his fleet. You are our best hope now. You speak for us all. You lead the captains of the other community's ships into our harbor, until such time as we have assembled enough firepower to rout Crow's fleet of ghost ships. Only then will we be ready to strike back.
Right. I'll convince the other captains about the alliance with Antigua.
Good. And I'll prepare the town for our visitors. I hope there's lots of them and they're willing to add their firepower to the defense of the harbor. Since you're already here, you can align yourself with one of them. We would benefit from their strength.
Alright, that sounds like what I came here to do.
A word about the pirate alliance.
Go ahead.
How about you? Couldn't you also contribute a seaworthy ship?
The last ship that was anchored here was Captain Morgan's.
Morgan? You're talking about Slane's ship. Morgan was just his helmsman.
Well, after Slane's demise, he seized command of the ship. Since then, he's been roaming the seas, looting and torching everything before his cannons.
We need Morgan on side. He and Slane's old crew would be a great asset for the cause.
You can put that idea right out of your mind. Morgan has been uncontrollable ever since he tasted blood. You wouldn't recognize him anymore.
We'll see. I'm not going to dismiss such a great ship so quickly.
As you wish. I'll just have to look on and see how you two wear yourselves out.
I'm struggling to remember Morgan.
Where can I find Morgan?
He's out there somewhere, and he'll probably find you first.
Random event while sailing from location to location?
Which factions do you think would join us?
The Captain's Council is weakened. We need anyone who has a ship and can command it. And here I make no distinction between a club-swinging native or a tome-reading mage, as long as they have enough marrow in their bones to support our cause and stand up against Crow and his ghost ships.
I understand.
We need the support of the other communities. Only when we have gathered enough combat.
Yeah. Alright. So that is kind of the extent of the main quest. As I recall, it's basically the whole point of the game is rounding up enough allied ships to fight against Crow or whatever, defeating all of the Shadow Lords, which is usually one per island, and closing down a few of their portals. And you kind of spend the bulk of the game doing those objectives kind of freely in this open structure of Chapter 2, maybe into Chapter 3 a little bit. And then it's basically just a couple of straight quests in the finale to like go into the underworld and fight the boss or something like that. Necroloth. So I still have some quests to do here. Flynn wants me to get to Quinn, who's on Keela. Message for Wilson, who's on Calidor. Ramon the Guardian wants these. I don't know if there's any other use that I would have for the special crystals. This one, Edward wanted to go fight somewhere, but I don't want to do that. Maybe I'll turn into crystals to Ramon. Nice crystal from Antigua. I mean, it has no value. So unless... but theoretically, it might be possible that I could talk to somebody on Tyrannus about this. And just, like, see if they might have a use for it, or if I can get something else special out of that, but, I doubt it. It's probably just intended to be given straight to... What's-his-face? Screw it. Let me just turn him in. Yeah, there's really no strong benefit to activating that portal when I can instantly warp right around the corner.
Here are your 3 magic crystals.
Oh, that's... Thanks. How did you do it?
You don't want to know all the details.
Well, in any case, I'm glad this turned out to be another success for me.
That's the main thing.
Here's something for your efforts.
Right. Don't want to forget that. Thanks.
500 gold.
What are you gonna do now?
I'll stay here and try to help the pirates rebuild the town. I have a feeling this island will have an important role to play. Good luck on your travels, my friend.
I still have one more of those crystals. What other use could they have? Okay, so I think now I can return to the mages on Tyrannus and join up as a guardian now that I've gotten my official quest from Alvarez, which I will probably save for the next session, because this one's getting a little long. But I think now I can join the Guardians and start unlocking some of their spells and having a better idea about how I want to build my character with my 38,000 glory. Start learning some magic, and then I can set out to explore maybe more of the rest of Tyrannus, doing more quests for them, or go back to Antigua to finish quests there. I gotta remember to grab Jafar and Patty and Mendoza. Well, that'll be on the docket for next time. Hard save will be joining Guardians. And I'll pick it up in the next one.